Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how to recreate this black and white smoky eyes look, just keep on watching. First I'm using BB cream, mine is in the shade light, and I'm using this BB cream as a base for my foundation and also to moisturize my skin before I put any other makeup. If you don't have one, you can use whatever moisturizer for your skin or body lotion or something like that. Next I'm using my all day long foundation by the brand NYC. Mine is in the shade Classic Beige, number 739, and I'm applying that all over my face with my kabuki brush. As you can see, I'm more pressing it to my skin than swiping, because at the end it gives you better finish and it's not patchy or anything like that. This foundation gives you kind of middle coverage, so I will be applying 2 layers. You want to make sure that you apply the foundation really all over your face, especially in the hairline when your hair starts to grow, also in the sides of your ears and also under your chin to connect the color of your neck with the color of your face. Next I'm using concealer. This one is by CATRICE, it's called Camouflage Cream. Mine is in the shade 010 Ivory, and I'm also dabbing that into my under eye area with my fingers. With the concealer it's always better to use your fingers, as your fingers are kind of warm and it just sticks much better into your skin. And I'm highlighting the under eye area, center of my nose, also under my nose, and maybe in between my eyebrows, just to highlight the center line of my face. Next I'm setting everything down with just a plain transparent powder, because I'm going really for a matte finish this time. As a base for my eyeshadow, I'm using the eyeshadow base cream. Mine is by DECAY, but if you don't have particularly any eyeshadow base, you can use a little bit of concealer or a couple of drops of your foundation, makeup, whatever like that, to have a sticky base for your eyeshadow to stick all day. And then I'm applying the eyeshadows with this flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm starting with this really white color, applying that all over my eyelid. Also highlighting my inner corner and the inner part of my bottom lash line. This time, as I said, I'm going for a really matte finish, so I'm using only matte eyeshadows, but if you are more into glittery or shimmery eyeshadows, it's completely fine. But then glittery eyeshadows are harder to blend, just yeah, remember that, and the look would be also more dramatic. Then I'm using this big blending brush and starting with very light gray color and blending that into my crease. The reason that I'm starting with such a light color is really simple, because if you start with such a light color, then it's much easier to blend out the darker colors you are gonna layer on top of that. If you start with black straight ahead, then it's really hard to blend out, and yeah, you just need some transition color under that. So that's what I'm recommending. So the next step would be a little bit darker gray, and also blending that into my crease, keeping it more outside of the crease, not so much into the inner corner, but if it's necessary you can do that, because you just want to get rid of all sharp edges, just to blend it out nicely. And I'm also bringing this color a little bit up to my brow bone to blend it nicely, yeah, up to the eyelid. And finally I'm taking the black color, but as you can see I'm taking just a little bit, just really touching the color with my brush and blending into the outer part of the crease, and not really rubbing it very much. I'm really slightly blending that, really gently, because the black color is really difficult to get rid of when you do too much. With this bigger flat brush, I'm also putting this dark black color into my outer V. I'm keeping it this like in 1/3. You can go more into the inner corner of your eye if you want this look to be more dark, maybe more dramatic or whatever, but I'm keeping it just like this. Lastly, I decided to touch up the white color in the inner corner of my eyelid, just to lighten up this look a little bit. I'm also highlighting under my eyebrows with the same white eyeshadow. Then with the little eyeshadow brush, I'm bringing this black color also into my bottom lash line, because I'm not going to be using eyeliner this time, so just to balance up the upper and bottom part of my eye. Then I'm brushing through my eyebrows before I fill them in to give them shape. And with this little brow brush, I'm using my Essence Eyebrow Stylist set. Mine is in a shade 02 Natural Blonde Style. I'm using the lighter color of this kit, and I'm slightly filling up my eyebrows. As I do have very blonde hair, it doesn't look very nice if my brows are really dark, but it's just necessary to fill them up a little bit to balance up those eyes which are really dark. So yeah, I would recommend to always do it, even just a little bit. Then I'm setting my eyebrows with my Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. Again, if you don't have one, you can use any Vaseline or spray a little bit of your hairspray to your brow brush or whatever. As a mascara, I'm using the Colossal Volume Express Mascara for smoky eyes. Mine is in the shade Smoky Black. As you could see, the brush is really nice and thick, so that's what I like. And I'm applying this mascara to my top and bottom lashes in a couple of layers. I am not usually using the eyelashes curlers, so as you can see I'm kind of curling them with the brush. Yeah, but just to keep it more natural. Yeah, and the mascara is by Maybelline. Then it's time for bronzing, and I'm using this SUNKISSED Glimmer Compact in medium, and I'm just bronzing the outer line of my face. And with my blush brush, I'm going to contour first, and I'm contouring with the same Glimmer Compact, but just with the darker side of it. And this funny fish face kind of helps you to find your cheeks and to define your cheekbones even easier. Then I'm also defining sides of my nose and sides of my forehead with this contouring. Next, I'm using this baked blush by ETOS, and it is really nice pinkish color with some glitters in it, so I'm really, yeah, just gently coloring up my cheeks. Next, I'm highlighting my under area with just a plain white setting powder. It's just to help the concealer sit down all day, not to crease, and also just to highlight that area. Also in the center of my nose and all the center line of my face. Next, I'm using this white eyeliner by CATRICE in the shade 040 White, and this is kind of my tip and trick. I'm using this to define my lips actually, and rub it with my fingers to have a really nice base for my lipstick. As you can see, my lipstick is by the Balm, and mine is in the shade 130, and it's a really nice pinkish light nude color. So I'm just defining my lips, not to contrast my eyes too much, so it's not that visible, and I'm rubbing it with my finger to lighten it down even a little bit more and give it nice matte finish. As a last step, I'm setting everything down with my setting spray, and this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I hope you can get inspired by that, and you can even try to recreate or try something similar. This is a close-up to my eye. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened with my lighting, but I hope you can see at least something. So if you like this look, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. So thank you very much.